to the channel. Thank you so much for being here once again for tea time. Today we have a little bit of Misty Morning and Focus combination. Actually, you can see the little tea bag in there. What do you think? Nice and clean. This is some goodness right here. Really good. Anyways, guys, I hope you are enjoying your cup of tea, or maybe a cup of coffee, or maybe something harder, depending on what part of the planet you're on. Today is going to be an interesting one. I think the title is going to be something like When Creepy Met Sally, or something like that, because this piece is a little bit creepy, but it's cool at the same time. And it has a lot to do with the AI, the idea of artificial intelligence, or that computational photography. There's some really cool stuff. Now, you guys know that I'm a tech head. I'm a Unix guy. I understand I can program in Unix, Linux, whatever you want to call it. I was a system administrator. I used to run a software company for 13 years. And then, of course, did photography, videography, DP work, and all the rest of it ever since, for probably about 20 years now. So been doing this for quite some time, but I love all things creative. And when I can marry photo, video, and tech into one, it's a good day, guys. It's a good day. So today is a good day. I'm going to flip back and forth from my screen to me and back and forth on this one, because I want you to be able to see my screen. I'm going to show you some things that I think is just really quite cool. So I guess to begin with, it has to do with genealogy, and a genealogy site called MyHeritage ended up doing something really, really super cool. And the name of it is called Deep Nostalgia AI. I'm going to get into that in just a second. Before I do, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded my ebook as of yet, go check it out. Go to JCristina.com/ebook. Once again, JCristina.com/ebook. 10 tips at making tack sharp images. Doesn't matter if you're a pro-am, or just simply an amateur. You're going to learn something from that ebook. And the price, guys, it is 100% free, period. Free is good. Once again, JCristina.com/ebook. So let me flip over my screen. Now you see this first screen right here. This is 23andMe. This is their site. Once again, it's like a DNA type of site where it has to do with ancestry. Now, speaking about ancestry, let's flip over to Ancestry.com. So this is another one where you can go in there and find out who's who in your lineage, right? Send them your DNA, so on and so forth. Now, the one that we're going to look at today is this MyHeritage site, and specifically this MyHeritage Deep Nostalgia. Now, what this Deep Nostalgia deal is, or thing is basically a means of taking a photograph, all right, and then turning it into a moving representation of that person in the photograph. So their tagline is, animate the faces in your family photos, experience your family history like never before. And that is exactly what's going on here, guys. This is exactly what's going on. Let me go and flip back over here. So as you can see here, this is an old family photograph. It looks like it's probably from the 50s, maybe, possibly 60s. Well, as you can see here, this woman is now moving, and she's smiling and she's blinking and all of this kind of stuff. And this is that like deep fake video that we've talked about in the past. So this MyHeritage Deep Nostalgia service uses algorithms from this AI company called DID to create deep fake videos, basically. Let me go and flip over to their site. So this is what their site looks like, and this is what they specialize in, is that augmentation of faces. So you'd be able to take a face and then create the face moving or speaking. Let's go down here and run this video here. Let's check this out. You see how it's taking this woman's face and then almost superimposing it onto maybe her grandmother's face or her great-grandmother's face or her mother's face or whatever. Very neat, right, guys? Really cool. So to boil it all down, this Deep Nostalgia will take old photographs of a person, a loved one or whatnot, and animate them, bring them to life. All right, almost like Harry Potter-esque, right? You see those living photographs in Harry Potter, and they're like speaking and moving around and doing all this stuff. This is the same exact type of thing. So what it does, it analyzes the face and uses these algorithmic computations to apply an animation to it. And the way I think that it's doing it is that it's trying to figure out the direction of the face, the position of the face, where the eyes are, and then superimposes those gestures onto it based on that. Which ones will work the best? Now, the gestures that you see that are happening in these, let's say, fakes, are gestures, real human gestures, but they're all blueprints from the company MyHeritage employees. So the employees that wanted their face digitized, they do. And then all of those points are points of reference that they can superimpose three-dimensionally onto these images. Let me see if I can bring up another one of these. So let's move down to the gallery. So here you can see a picture of a bunch of different people, and we can click on any one of them and watch them move. All right. Let's move through these a little bit. Here's one. This looks like it's some, maybe the 20s or 30s or something. This is an old photograph, and there it is moving. It's taking all of that mathematical data on how faces move and then superimposing it right onto the image. Kind of freaky a little bit. Look at this one. Now this is a really old image, but look at the movement, the smiles, the eye movement or whatnot. Look at this one. Now that's an old one. We could just move over to another one of them, or maybe the kid's picture here. I mean, it's simply scary. Scary. Look at this one. That's another one that's old, probably like maybe what, 1910, 1920s, somewhere right on there. Look at this one. I mean, super, super cool, in my personal opinion. Super cool. I just think that it's amazing how they can do this and get an understanding of how things are moving. Now, it takes about, let's call it 10 to 20 seconds is what they said, to be able to create these fakes, which isn't long at all. That means there's a lot of math going on in the back end of their site. Now, like I said, the software was leased to them, or maybe they bought it, however it worked, by that DID people. That is the software, the algorithms that work in the back end of all of this. Now, let me show you one thing that I thought was really neat, and you probably have seen this already. Let's scroll down to the bottom of this. I think it's down here. Yes, that Abraham Lincoln video. Let me click on that. Now, this is one that was put together by them using that exact same software, which is unbelievable. I mean, look at the movement on that. All the motion, the face, how it works, the lips, the eyes. I mean, it looks really super. What a great advertisement for MyHeritage, right? So it doesn't matter if the image is black and white or if it's color or colorized. It's just going to work the exact same way. So what they do in the background is when you upload an image to them, they will enlarge it, they will bring out details, they'll sharpen it, they'll make it basically larger because the software needs a lot of data, and some of the old photographs that are out there are really small. And by the time someone takes a picture of that photograph with their iPhone and then uploads it and it's the size of a stamp, there's not a lot of data left. It's not like they're getting an actual negative. So they have to do some interpolation on it and some sharpening and whatnot before they run those algorithms against it. So you can have this for free. They'll give you, I think it's like 5 for free. It does get watermarked when you do them. So if you go over there, I'll put a link in the description. They will watermark the bottom of those 5. But if you were to get a MyHeritage account, you can basically do this ad nauseum, right? You have an unlimited amount that you can bring to life, okay? And there's no watermark on them also. So this thing has really gone viral in the last couple of days on Twitter and whatnot, just because people look at this and are like, wow, we're like back to living portraits, the stuff that we see on Harry Potter, which is just super, super cool. I love it. I think that is just an amazing thing to have a photograph that's moving on your wall. Now, of course, there is no audio involved here because they're not going to fake a voice like they did with Lincoln here. So there's no audio, you just have video, and video only lasts for a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds, something like that. It's almost like a animated GIF is what you get, even though it's a movie, but it's quite impactful, very impactful. I mean, there's people that have said that they were brought to tears from it just because it was like amazing to them that they can see their loved one moving, right, in comparison to that flat image. Now, keep in mind also that what the company has said is that they will not share any of your photos. Now, that is a concern that I'm sure many of you will have. They don't share any of your photos, and if you do not have an account with them, every photo that you send is deleted the minute that you leave the site. So they don't want your pictures anyway, so they don't have room for them. So they are immediately deleted. But if you do have an account, they'll stay with you or with your account so you can look at them or download them at any time. Also, right now it's working on one image at a time. But what they're saying is they're going to get it to a point where they can do an entire group of people all at one time. So the whole group is moving. As you can see now, you have to select the image that you want to see move, so it's different videos for each person. That's how it's working right now. But they're working on being able to get it so that they can do an entire group. So is this whole thing perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it does a really good job. It's an eerie type of thing. It is a creepy job that it does. But I really like it. I'm a little bit dark as it is, but this kind of thing I just think is I think it's where we're going. Computational photography, AI, artificial intelligence, just computer learning and all of the rest of this stuff. Things are getting more and more automated and even animated. I remember I did a piece, it was I think September. Yeah, I think it was September of 2020. And I was talking about how videographers and photographers might go away. We might not be needed anymore. And I was talking about this person. Her name is Imma, I-M-M-A. And she's a Japanese girl who's not really a person, but is a person, but is not. Kinda, sorta. She's AI. But people don't look at her as AI. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring her up. So this is her Instagram page. This is Imma. So as you can see here, she has 333,000 followers. And this is her. And if we move down, we can see her photos that she does. Let me just go and blow one up. So this is one of her photos. She does a lot with like products, and you know, you can see that some of them are product placements. Here she is also. That's really kind of cool. I like that. But then there's also things that she does. I think this is supposed to be her brother. I don't know. She does with other people. She'll show up just anywhere and everywhere. On the streets and do shoots like this, and then they'll end up on her Instagram. The thing is, guys, she's not real. None of this is real. Let me see if I can go to one of these videos. I think they have like some pretty cool. Yeah, here we go. Let me roll this one just so you can see what it looks like. There you go. So even her dog is fake. Everything about her and her surroundings are fake, or the surroundings are real and she's fake and superimposed in them. But it is literally, it's just unbelievable. It literally is unbelievable. And she has an amazing followership. There's a ton of people that want to follow her and see what she likes, what she dislikes, what is she doing, what is she not doing, what is the hot trends, what is she buying, supposedly buying, and this type of thing, which is really quite amazing. At the same time as I did this piece, I went to this site. Now this site you can find over at thispersondoesnotexist.com. thispersondoesnotexist.com. Anyways, you see this guy here? Well, if I go ahead and hit refresh on this page, we'll have someone else. Now you see this lady? All right, good. Let's go ahead and hit refresh again. All right, this girl, and we'll hit refresh again. Now, I'm just going to stop right there. Every one of these images that I'm showing you, every single one is not real. every person, every time you hit refresh, every person is a artificially constructed, algorithmic, put together, computational, put together person from all different people, from different hairs, different eyes, mouths, the whole 9 yards. So any person that you find here is basically royalty free because they'll never exist again besides the one time that you saw them. Pretty crazy, right, guys? Pretty crazy. This is where we're going, I think. This deep nostalgia AI thing is just the next step where we're able to take the people from our heritage, our ancestors, and look at them moving slightly around. And there's something to be said about that. I've talked about this in the past, and it's been probably about a year or more. So if you've only been with me for a little while, you probably haven't heard about this. But the way I look at this is, even though I'm a photographer, I understand the value of video, all right? I started doing photography at first. Actually, I started doing fine art first, and then photography, and then finally videography and editing, and then director of photography, DP work, and all the rest of this stuff. And of course, then I started inventing my own photography products and videography products. Anyways, video is so powerful. I just can't really explain it to you better than saying that if you had a picture of your great-grandmother or your great-grandfather, and you see this picture and she's sitting or he's sitting in this rocking chair and just looking at you, you get a representation of them. You get a feel for them on how they look. But as soon as they start moving, and maybe your grandmother, your great-grandmother or great-grandfather in that rocking chair read something, okay, some dialogue of some kind. At that point, you not only get that visual representation of them, but now you will get their gestures, their articulation, their intonation, their everything about them, the essence behind them that a video captures, that a photo just simply can't. It just simply can't. So I do think that video is really powerful. I've said it in the past. I've been doing this now 450, plus videos. If I was to die today, my kids, as well as my wife and relatives in the future, can go back to all of these videos that I've done for you guys, but not that they would be interested in the photography, videography, or technology that I talk about, but they would be able to see me as a person and how I interact. My hand gestures, who I am as a person usually comes forward through a video. Now, of course, you can fake it if you're an actor, but if you're just like a normal Joe, like me, I am who I am, and that's it. You get an idea of who I am. Am I an ass? Am I an okay kind of person? What is my likes, dislikes? Am I really emphatic about things and I'm just really excited about things, what things I like, just by how I speak, right? So I think there's something really powerful about video. So even though this is just simply a small portion, not a full video, it does give you a little bit of a look at the person slightly different. By moving the face left and right and smiling slightly and blinking, and using all of the data that they can glean from the original image, does give a good, close representation of what they would be like if they were actually to blink and smile slightly at you. So it is very powerful. And like I said, this stuff has gone viral over the last couple of days. And I can see why. I mean, there's some people that are brought to tears from it, and other people are just freaked out by it, and they don't even want to see it because they think it's scary or eerie. So I want to know your thoughts. I want to know, what do you think about this stuff? Do you think that this is the next norm, all right, where we're going to have all pictures that are going to be moving pictures like Harry Potter? Do you think that this deep nostalgia AI that MyHeritage put together is something really powerful to help people understand maybe or get closer to their past? Is that a possibility? Do you think that this is an amazing sales feature of American heritage in comparison to using Ancestry.com or 23andMe and all the rest of them? Do you think that this is an amazing pull into MyHeritage? I personally think it is. What do you think? What do you think about the idea of videographers and photographers going away because we're going to be using a lot more of computer-generated graphic people like we saw with Emma, where she's not real and she's in videos and she's selling clothing and products that she loves and she's doing all this stuff, but she doesn't exist. And she has 333,000 followers alone on Instagram. You know, how about all of the Japanese actors, actresses, or singers that come on stage and do an entire performance that are just holographic in nature, and there's a crowd of tens of thousands of people cheering at this person that doesn't exist? Are we getting more to that spot? I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you think. I think this stuff is super cool. You know, whenever I can roll up tech, video, and photo all in one ball like this kind of thing, I'm excited about it. I think you get it. I think you feel it. Anyways, what do you think? So if you have not given this video a thumbs up and you like it just slightly, please do so. Throw it a thumbs up. Also click the little bell icon over here so when I go live or a new video comes out, you'll be notified of it immediately. Also, if you want to support the channel, click the little join button. You'll become a member, maybe give $1 or $2 or so a month to help out the channel, and I'll be able to give you perks, which is awesome. And then when we're done below this video, in the comment area chatting, go over to my creative Discord server that I created for all of us. I hang out there all the time. Go to community.JCristina.com. Once again, community.JCristina.com. Check it out. There's a lot of brilliant people over there, hundreds and hundreds of people, 24/7, 365 days a year, hanging out, talking tech, video, photo, all day, every day. And like I said, I am there. Also, if you have not went over to my website yet, go check it out over at JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools that I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. And since you made it to the end of this video, use promo code YT20. Once again, promo code YT20, and you'll get 20% off everything that's in your shopping cart. Not just one thing. 20% off everything. Promo code YT20 at checkout. So guys, that's it. I am out of here for yet another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay real.